again. All right. There we go. There we go. Uh-oh. That was like the sound from my phone. Isn't that funny? Okay, guys. Happy Wednesday. Yeah. Happy hump day. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Both of my kids decided to wake up at like 5 in the morning, and then I had to get them back to sleep at 5. Hi, Samantha, how are you? Yeah, I was just saying hi, Chelsea, how are you? Yeah, listen, I'm totally thrown off today because my kids woke up at like 5, and then they're not like 5 in the morning children. They're more like 7:30, 8 o'clock kids. So, got them back to sleep, and then they both like woke up a little bit later than they usually do, which kind of threw off nap. And then I was exhausted all day. And then, yeah. I mean, I'm here, but usually it would be a little bit, I would be on a little bit earlier. Let me fix this a little bit. I feel like this is a little bit, I think you can see the whole thing. Hold on. I'm just going to move it in a smidge just so you can see like the whole, there we go. Hopefully that's better. Yeah, there we go. I know the lighting is always kind of off a little bit with like the iPad and everything, but yeah, I don't have like a white paper. Sometimes that helps with the color, but sometimes it doesn't. I don't know. It didn't really adjust the color, but I have a new camera that I'm trying out. Hopefully it's good. Yeah, so you'll see my hand even though there's like an overlay kind of thing. Anyway, I know I did like kind of a sneak peek yesterday, but I finally did release the grocery food bundle. Is basically papers, grocery list, and then the meal planning kind of grocery list too. So I'm gonna go over the papers. Sorry if anybody gets oh my goodness, a little bit bored if I go back again through them probably in another 15 minutes or something. But here's the breakfast paper. If you were on yesterday when I was on for a little bit, then you probably already saw some, but I wish this would pick up better on camera, like the color, but hopefully it'll be better when you get it. Okay, so this is breakfast paper, and this paper you can actually just use to just add into your like planner. You can add like a grocery list over it, or you can use it in like a recipe book, a digital recipe book that you do. Maybe you like to, like, I screenshot recipes from TikTok, and sometimes I download recipes from blog sites, like food blog sites, and also some are just kind of handwritten. I do have regular cookbooks, but sometimes I don't use every page in the cookbook, so sometimes I just want 1 or 2 pages, and I'll show you how, kind of like yesterday, how you can use the page, I have my hyperlinked notebook. It's just 20 tabs, and so I want to turn that into like a digital recipe book. And then I might have a separate one that's seasonal for like fall foods or like Christmas. So we'll see how many I fit in there. I might do very general. So here's just like a breakfast paper here first, and I try to keep just a variety of things. So there's kind of like muffins and cinnamon roll, breakfast sandwiches, croissant, and then there's also like oatmeal, waffles, like French toast, breakfast burritos, and there's like a scone there. So it's just kind of like a little variety of things. And then this is I call it like the appetizer and dips page. So maybe I can like zoom in a little bit there. So this is just kind of like like that's like hummus, and it could be called sides too, because there's like fries there, mashed potatoes, like salsa, like I usually call it 5 layer dip, but there's definitely more than five. It's probably 7 layer dip. Wings, so you can kind of use that for any kind of recipes. Like my husband usually does like buffalo chicken dip when there's usually like a football party or like like a Super Bowl, something like that. New Year's. Let's see, these are like veggies here, and you could always use veggies paper. These are just like sweets, desserts, treats, and there's just different kind of treats on here, including ice cream. I could have did a dairy one because some people make like homemade ice cream, but I don't make homemade ice cream. But yeah, that would be kind of fun. And this is like for drinks, maybe like lemonades, agua frescas, like infused waters, like punches. Hi Delilah. I was just showing I just started showing the food papers, the grocery food bundle. I just started with the papers. Oh my goodness. Sorry, I was telling them how my kids woke up at 5 and they're not 5 o'clock children at all. So I got them back to sleep, but I've just been thrown off all day, nap thrown off. So I was tired. I took like a cat nap, and then of course I wake up late. So sorry everybody that I'm very late. But you didn't much Delilah. I have a breakfast paper here, like an appetizer and sides, dips, paper, veggies, desserts. And then this one's like drinks and punches. That's like cider, if you make like apple cider or anything. Oh, your son slept on 9 this morning. Yeah, my kids are like 7:30 at the earliest, usually around 9 o'clock. They're not super early morning children at all. But they don't have school or anything. They're 2 and 4. So yeah. So I was completely thrown off. And then of course I never got to go back to sleep. So when my daughter took a nap, I passed out too. There's a fruit paper. This one is I think it's called, what was I gonna use this one for? So this one has like quick appliances, like quick meal kind of things, like the air fryer, toaster oven, instant pot, and slow cooker. The slow cooker, I wouldn't say quick meals, but like things like that. I do have another appliance paper too. But like, if you want to use that paper, here's like a coffee paper. If you make like different coffee recipes, I know usually there's like seasonal ones too. Try not to kick the camera by accident. But yeah. And then this one is tofu. I'm allergic to like soy and stuff, so but I just thought when I was thinking about proteins, I'm like, oh yeah, some people might be vegetarian. So there's a tofu paper. And then this one is like pizza. There's different pizza and like flatbread kind of pizzas. This one is pork. It's kind of hard to see a little bit, but there's like bacon and sausage, pork there. That would be kind of like pork chops, ham. There we go. So you can use that one. This is for baking. Obviously I couldn't put any name brands on here, but you kind of get the gist. You can use this for like any of your baking. That'd be really cute. Or, put a grocery list over it, and I'll show you the grocery list in a minute. This is like breads. So I have, let's see, I have like different kinds of bread. This is like, what's that, Italian bread, like Texas toast kind of thing. Like, let's see, tortillas, pretzel, bagel, rolls. This is cornbread, and this is a blueberry muffin. I don't have it ready today, but I'm thinking about just doing all of these individually, because I already did all these individually as PNG stickers. and do probably a sticker book for it. So if you guys are interested in, like, maybe you do use a paper for grocery list, but maybe you're planning during the week, maybe this is kind of like a sourdough loaf of bread. But yeah, if you wanted to use like each one like separately, maybe in your planner. So I can probably have that ready for Friday because I already have these done when I was doing the patterns. Let's see, here's like for a fruit bowl, like the acai bowls. I think it's called acai. If I'm saying it wrong, sorry guys. But yeah, or like a fruit smoothie bowl, like that kind of thing. And that's just kind of like a fruit salad bowl. This is tea, so there's different kinds of there's different kind of teas here, like iced tea, and then of course tea bags, green tea. And I would say this is chamomile tea. I meant to try to grow chamomile because usually I drink chamomile or peppermint tea. I do have some loose leaf teas, but I have to get more. So this one is for grilling. And I'm just looking at the camera. Okay, this one's for why does it look bluish on camera? That is so weird. There's no blue. That's so weird. That's so weird how the camera does that. Guys, it's not blue. It's just white. That's so weird. Okay. So, this is just like, you know, if you have any grill recipes or anything, there's like kind of like shrimp kebabs and grilled veggies and different burgers and things there. This one is beef, and there's different kinds of beef there, and burgers and cubed beef. This is for spices if you do your own like spice blends. I didn't add the names or anything, but you can kind of get the gist of the spices, like turmeric, garlic, like a chili powder, cinnamon, that kind of thing, thyme. But it's just kind of like a general look. I think I've only done a couple spice blends, and that was like our own like taco blend or something. Let's see. This is for canning, and like I was saying last night that my grandmother used to can a lot of things, although I don't think she used a pressure cooker. I think she did a lot of hot water canning, hot water baths. I don't know the technical word, so if you know about canning, then you kind of know what I'm saying. But yeah, so anyway, I want to get into canning. So if you do canning, then I just kind of want it like that, because I know that different foods have different like times and pressure and everything. This is for if like smoothies, and then I'm trying to think what they're called, like the little shots, like when you do your own juicing, like the ginger shots, and sometimes it's like celery and other things too. So smoothies. And then this is this will be cute for like, oh guys, why is it turning up blue? It's not blue, it's white. I'm gonna have to like figure out some of the camera settings. It's so weird. When I zoom in, you can see that it's not blue, but I guess I'll have to play around with the camera. I'm like, why is it having a bluish tint? It's definitely not blue, it's white. But yeah, like dino nuggets and tenders and nuggets. It'd be really cute to have like a grocery list on top. And I'll show you like an example. You can probably see, hopefully, different color grocery list here. And those are, I'll go through those in a minute. I'm trying to think of like, I guess it really doesn't matter like what color, but I probably should have did like a darker color. But yeah, if you just want a grocery list, probably blue would look better. Or brown would look better. But anyway, these are some dino nuggets and stuff. Hi Kayla, how are you? I'm just showing some of the food papers. I'll swipe back through backwards when I'm done, and then you can see it. This is for all of our sourdough girls. I do have to do another, oh my goodness. So I have to do another sourdough starter because I killed my sourdough, and then my friend across the street who gave me some of her sourdough starter, she killed her sourdough starter too. I think we both just kind of fell off. But my favorite thing that I made for sourdough was sourdough English muffins. I never actually made a loaf, which is kind of funny. I made donuts, sourdough donuts. Um, I didn't do biscuits. I just got back from dropping off diesel to my husband. Oh, for the tractor. Oh my goodness, man, that brings me back to my grandparents because they had land and everything. Um, yeah, my mom actually told a story about how when she was younger, they had to go get my grandpa, and all they had was a tractor. And so my mom, I forget which one, my mom and my sister had to go get my grandpa with the tractor, and one of them knew how to shift, and one of them knew how to steer. So they both were driving a tractor together to go get my grandpa. But yeah, anyway. Oh, yeah, I can't imagine how much diesel cost Kayla for that tractor, though. Like, oof. Yeah, so sourdough, I only did, yeah, English muffins and donuts. I'm trying to think if I did anything else that was sourdough or attempted to. I can't remember. But yeah, I don't have like the cool kind of weck jars. I think I just used a mason jar for my sourdough. Not too fancy. And I actually didn't even have a Dutch oven because I um I just did everything in the skillet. Okay, so this is for soups, and so there's different kinds of soups, um, soups and stews, and I was thinking chili too. Soup, stews, chili. Yeah, I didn't do anything too crazy with sourdough, but I feel like I need to get back into it. This is like a seafood one, like seafood boil, gumbo, jambalaya, any kind of bowl like that. And I grew up in Maryland, so we always had the crabs. We always had the crabs. Yeah, we always had the Maryland blue crabs, which, of course, when you steam them, red. Anybody else? Well, I never steamed live crabs. My grandmother did, and without fail, usually a crab fell on the floor and ran away. So, anyway, yeah, I never had the guts to do that. I just want everybody else to do it so I can enjoy the crabs. This is for hot chocolate, cocoa, maybe like um, seasonal drinks like Christmas. And then this is like beads. Oh, I did this last night. Beans. I'm sorry, guys. I can't even talk anymore. Beans, beans, grains, legumes, whatever. Rice grains, beans, quinoa, that kind of thing. I try to keep the papers a variety of things because I'm going to have all of these individual for you guys. And I was saying last night, I was like, for the first time ever, I probably would do a sticker book for these because, I mean, I would still do this if you wanted to, but you would kind of be going forever if every category had like 50 or 60 things. So it might be easier for a sticker book, but I mean, I would do it for this. That way you'd have like a visual. Um, let's see. And then, of course, I would have to update my good notes like a good person and do it over there too, which it really wouldn't be hard. But matcha. And I was saying last night that I'm not really a big matcha girl. What'd you say, Brenda? Yes, I think this is one of those things that definitely did. Yeah, because there would be a lot of visual, and I still would, I still would see. It would be a lot to kind of like flip through, and then if I had it by category, it would be a whole bunch to kind of look through. So it might be like a sticker book thing. Let's see. Yeah, I was saying last night that matcha like is so grassy to me. I've had like really good matcha before. I even bought like the authentic like kind of powder and did everything, but yeah, I don't think I'm a matcha person, but I did enjoy it some. I think I'm just like a regular tea person. I love chai, and I'm trying to get more into coffee too. And that's kind of reminds me of like the blueberry foam that some people put like on their matcha and the strawberry. And then this is for sauces. If you do like your own sauces, marinades, vinaigrettes, I just kind of put the gravy there too. if you do any of that yourself. Then, hi Lena. Is it Lena? Can I call you that? How are you? Like if you do your own barbecue sauces or marinaras or anything like that. And then this is appliances, and you have like your rice cooker, Instant Pot, just different kitchen appliances too. And okay, what's funny is I only did these colors of the KitchenAid or the mixers, but I feel like I could probably do like a whole page of different color mixers. I didn't realize there's so many. I have a red one. So this one looks more like the one I have. Actually, it's like this. I forget what quart it is that we have, but it's the red one. And funny enough, I got it for my husband for Christmas because he's the one great at making like no-bake desserts and stuff, and he would always whip it by hand. And so for Christmas, basically it was for him, but it was for us, basically. Although that story in and of itself is kind of annoying because I never can surprise him ever. And I ordered it for Christmas for him. And then, of course, what happens? It shows up not in, it shows up in the original box. Like it just was a KitchenAid box with a sticker slapped across. And this is when I lived in an apartment, not a house. And my husband walked past the mailroom and he saw it. And he wondered whose KitchenAid that was. So, yeah. So I was really sad about that because he had other Christmas gifts, but that was like one of the big ones. But yeah. So this is like for a charcuterie board, if you like to do that, or you could just say like, you know, appetizers, that kind of thing. Let's see. Sorry, I zoomed out so far. Maybe I shouldn't have stacked the elves. It's okay. So this one, if you do other like coffee recipes and stuff, and I tried to get different kinds of creamers in there. This one kind of looks like the Dunkin' Starbucks Coffee Mate, and I think this is the International Delight, and then these are also some of the little cup ones. And then these remind me of the sauces that my husband uses. He always uses the white chocolate Torani sauce, and then of course there's a bunch of sauces too. I really couldn't like include all of them, but yeah. Let's see, this is for like freezer meals if you want to do freezer meals like I do, but I haven't actually like got around to it. You know what I do put some leftovers in the freezer. And who helped me last night? I think it was Rose. Rose, are you here? What was the name of she might not be here right now. I can't remember what it's called, and I should have wrote it down. I have the thing that you suck out the air for the food. It's food saver. So I do have the food saver machine. I just have to get the bags, and what I would love to do is I would love to get, these are supposed to look like the little super cubes. I'm not sure if anybody saw them. I think Costco has their own variety. I'm kind of like the Ziploc bag kind of person right now, but if I made something, I would love to, like, let's say I made chili for the fall, then I would kind of put some in the super cubes. They have some where it's like a quarter cup, half cup, that kind of thing. And then you could freeze them and then put them in like Ziploc bags, or freeze, like if I made like a lasagna, make 2 and then freeze 1. That way I can just put it like in the oven too. So that's what I kind of want to do. You can use this if you want to. You can put a grocery list on top and maybe like meal prep. You know, break down some meal prep ideas or grocery list. Also, if I'm not sure if anybody does like meal train sometimes, if somebody like was in the hospital or just had a baby, this would be just like a cute paper that you can use too. And this is meal prep. It could be meal prep / lunches. This reminds me of like the salad in the jar, and this is like kind of reminds me of like the overnight oats. And different, I actually have some of these containers, so I think these will be really cute as like one sticker, and this is one sticker. So that's what I wish I would have had it done for today, but it would have just been too much. But rest assured, all of these are going to be stickers. And then, so like, let's say you don't use the paper, you just have your regular planner, you could just kind of grab one of these and just kind of put it on your weekly planner, maybe your lunches and stuff too. You said maybe not as tall. Tall. Like the sticker book is tall, or like these is tall? Because I kind of did this as one sticker, so I could see if I can separate some of them, but then I'd have to like redraw the lid for all of them. Like 3 instead of 5. I'll see what I can do. Like maybe not for all of them, but like, do I have one that's already 3? Maybe like this one I could take off the bottom, so it would have like 3 right here. Oh no, I kind of did them as like, I think, you know, I don't even have them where I can show you. I also have some kind of blank ones, but yeah, like one like this would probably be easier because I can just go and Procreate and kind of erase the bottom. So there's kind of like 3. So some of them I can do like that too. Oh no, you're fine, Brenda. You don't have to apologize. I like suggestions too, even if it takes me a while to get around to it, like the grocery meal planning papers. I did come around to it eventually. This one is kind of like pasta and noodles kind of thing. There's ramen there, and there's like ramen bowls and stuff too, but also different kind of like pasta dishes, a pasta bake here. I just kind of try to, you know, have like a variety. And all those are going to be individual stickers too. So all the things you see are going to be individual stickers too. Here's another meal prep one. The containers are open. And then these are like separate ones. Some are literally just like scribbles of like chicken and stuff. So, you know, you don't have to look too closely, you know. But yeah, so just kind of like, it's just like an idea of, you know. So this is like another meal prep one too. And then this one is, I think I just named this one like poultry, chicken, because I was going to do a separate turkey one. And then I was just like, they kind of look similar. So there's different like skillet meals and bakes and yeah. So this is like the chicken paper, chicken, turkey, poultry. And then this one is a salad paper. And of course there's like, I mean, coleslaw is kind of like right there with, you know, with salad or whatever, and like pasta salad and stuff. So by salad, it could be any kind of salad. Yeah, I really like that one. This one is like sandwiches and wraps. It's kind of like a grilled panini kind of situation too. And what is it? I grew up calling these subs or sandwiches, but now I live, I've lived in Pennsylvania for like, oh my goodness, since I graduated college. So that was like almost 20 years ago now, but, or actually no. Well, yeah, in a couple years. Anyway, you know, Philly hoagies. They're, you know, Wawa call them hoagies. So, this is like if you like to make different sheet pan meals, or sheet pan like veggies and stuff. So there's different kind of sheet pan things here. And then, oh, that's the end. Let's see. I think there's 39. Yeah, so there's 39. Sorry, it's like, hello. We're gonna come back? Okay. It didn't like when I zoomed out like that. Sorry about that. Okay, so I'll go back through. Sheet pan, sandwiches, wraps, salads of different kinds, poultry, chicken, turkey, meal prep, pastas, meal prep again, freezer meals, different coffee recipes. Does anybody remember the Dolga coffee kind of thing from 2020? I should have put one of the little mixers on there. My husband still has it. Charcuterie, appliances, sauces, marinades, matcha, beans, legumes, rice, grains, hot chocolate, seafood, soups, stews, chili, sourdough. I think the sourdough one's my favorite, guys. Yes. Is it Dalgona? Sorry, I said it wrong. I can barely remember it, but yeah, I definitely drank it. Like how much instant coffee and sugar I used. Yeah. This is another chicken one, but with like, dino nuggets and tenders and stuff. You still make it? I saw where someone used it and they actually made some and they whipped it up really good and then they froze like piles of it, like maybe on like parchment or something. And then they would take out some of the frozen like whipped coffee and then add milk and stuff and let it kind of like, I don't know, I'll have to try it. This is for like smoothie, canning. Well, canning, pickling. I kind of think that's kind of in the same thing because I was just kind of thinking like pickling too. Spices and seasonings, beef, grilling barbecue, tea, fruit bowls or fruit salads, breads, baking, pork, pizza. I'm jogging my brain, guys, here. Tofu, coffee, quick appliances for like quick meals, fruit, drinks slash punches. I can't even think anymore. I think I just said drinks for any of drinks. Desserts, veggies, appetizers, dips, sides, and breakfast. Okay, I made it through. There's 39 of those. This is a PDF. It comes in a PDF. The Noteful stickers file, the GoodNotes, the GoodNotes Elements collection, and then also individual PNGs. So that's kind of like 4 ways that you can use. Obviously, the PDF you can import into GoodNotes as well. So there's like a few ways, and then I'm not sure if anybody with like a Samsung or something is watching, but anybody that kind of has that, then they can use the PNGs and the PDF. And I believe GoodNotes has an Android. I think GoodNotes has an Android app too. It may not have as much as options as the Apple version, the iOS. I can't even think guys, I'm like Apple, iOS. But yeah, GoodNotes, if but there's also Zoom Notes and all of that too. So Colonnote, all those. I have not explored all of those yet, guys. Okay, so also I have the meal planning grocery store list. So I have, how many others? I think I did all of the papers. So all 39 papers, but I also did 2 varieties of this. I kind of previewed it again like yesterday. Although I forgot to add the overlay in the listing. I'll have to add the overlay in the listing. Actually, no, I'm not going to because I'm going to do different colors. So this is actually just one image. And this again is in the same like PDF, the Noteful, the GoodNotes, Elements, and individual PNGs. So this is if you want to do like meal planning during the week, and then there's like different stores. So I just kind of did like an example last night. You already know I go to like Costco for different meats and things, and then my local grocery store is called Giant, but I know you guys have different grocery stores. There's like, there's too many to name. Publix, even Walmart, Stop and Shop, Safeway, no, what's it called? Did we have a Safeway? I can't remember. Anyway, so this is if you go to multiple grocery stores here. So I could just put Costco there. You could also change the colors too of your font. And so let's say I had different things to get at the grocery store. Then, there's multiple ones. Like we're doing Walmart delivery. So sometimes we do Walmart delivery or you do pickup. I think Amazon has groceries. Whole Foods, you know, if you have Thrive Market, some people do groceries online too. So when I started thinking about it, I was like, actually, you know, sometimes you do kind of get things from different places. Like my husband was ordering coffee, the Nescafe coffee. For some reason, the intense one, we could not find it in a grocery store or Walmart, and then Costco had a large blonde version. So he was actually ordering it from Walmart. He had Walmart, I'm sorry, not Walmart, Amazon, like Amazon grocery. So that was one of the things. But yeah, so you could just have like, you know, all your different things here. So, you know, we might get chicken, we might get, you know, whatever else. So you can just have like a list here of all your groceries here, and then, you know, here we might do like, you know, snacks, and then we always get milk from the grocery store, we get fruit. I'm trying to think what else, you know, I don't know, you know, just general kind of things like breads. So that's just like kind of like the idea where if you do go to different grocery stores, then, you know, you can, we get more than that at Costco. Like, we get at least $300 worth of stuff every single time. So, come on. I just, for some reason, my brain just cannot think. But, yeah. Also, sometimes if you order different things. Hi, Lauren. How are you? I love that you have, like, the hearts at the end and the tractor. Although the tractor kind of reminds me of you, Kayla. Isn't it a tractor? I'm, like, trying to look. Yeah. It is a tractor. But yeah, so that's the idea for that. But also, I'm going to do the overlays because I kind of thought about this last night. Like if you were using it as like a quick little weekly, although this is kind of small. The other version might be a little bit bigger, better. I do have an overlay, and I'm going to do, I don't have it ready, but the overlay here you can kind of use on any kind of paper. And maybe if you have errands or something to run for the week, and you want to go to different stores, maybe not grocery stores, but you could have like a grocery store here, and then if you want to go to like, I don't know, Ulta or maybe Hobby Lobby or the craft store, like different places that you need to stop by, you can have like a list for everything, and then, you know, like your plans for the week. Obviously you can't do like in-depth, you know, planning because they're kind of small, but you know, like if you wanted to use it that way, I can kind of probably change it around a little bit, but I'm thinking about doing those overlays with different colors. So let me show you the papers. You already know what the food papers look like, but here's what they look like with the overlays. These on top, but again, remember this is just one image. I love the vegetable ones, so I'll just do like a quick little swipe through. You can just see all the papers. And I mean, even the one with the coffee background, you can kind of use that for something. I would love to use this one for like the holiday season coming up with baking. I don't know if anybody else bakes like pumpkin breads or cinnamon rolls or anything like that. I definitely want to do cinnamon rolls. But yeah, so let me just flip through real quick. I love that one with the fruit bowl too. Like spices. Sorry if I'm going too fast for everybody. But the overlay is the same. I just want to show you at least what it looks like. And I can... Oh, this, Lena, it's uploaded now. It's on the shop, which you can, if you look below, right here. The shop name is, oh wait, well, on TikTok, you can see it. On TikTok, you can see, you know, Organized Digital Planner. Yep, so it's loaded right now, and it should be the first listing, and it's named Grocery Food Bundle. Yeah, that's what the listing looks like, Grocery Food Bundle. And right now the shop's on sale too, so I think everything's 50% off, so. Yep, and then you kind of just saw the grocery list too. Yep, and so I think I'm almost to the end. Yeah. Let's see here. Oh. And then you'll see coming up 38, 39. Okay, so then there's this style too. Hi, Rose. How are you? Okay, so this one you have a little bit more room. So I'll probably do the overlay like this too in different colors if you wanted to use it for non, non-food plating. And then there's only like two, but if you only have like a couple stores to kind of go to, that'd be kind of cool. So this one you can do your meal planning on the side, and then this is mainly if you go to kind of like two main stores. You can just have like a little list here, and then I'll just flip through real quick. I think I love the vegetables the most too. Oh, I like the treats. This one you can see a little bit more of the background. Yeah, I can't wait to actually do all the individual stickers. I do have them done. I just have to put them on like in a sticker book. And then I'll probably just generally have them on a page. I probably won't be too specific about like a lot of like I won't try to, what am I trying to say? It probably just kind of like the papers are. So like these dino nugget things, they'll probably be on the chicken page too. Let's see, the sourdough stuff, soups. Hopefully I'm not making anybody too dizzy right now. Sorry about that if I am. But I just wanted to at least do a little flip through. I think I love the charcuterie one too. And the coffee one, of course. Oh, I think I like anything that has like a colorful background. The pasta one's kind of fun too. But yeah, these are kind of cute for, and the sheep bed. I love that. And the breakfast. Okay, so those are all of the meal planning grocery store list. So these are included in the bundle, the papers, and then also I have the grocery store, what am I talking about? I have the list of with different colors. Now, it wasn't really showing up that well. I can go to, hold on, I'll go here. For some reason, this is not really showing up on camera. Is it gonna, you can kind of see it. If I like zoom in a little bit, maybe you can see it. The grocery list, no, you can't. So there's some that have, I hate that you can't really see it. There's some that are a little bit like, you can see some like veggies and stuff. You can't really see it on camera, which kind of bugs me a little bit. If I bring it too close to the camera, I don't know if it'll show up. Let's see. Okay, it does. It does a little bit more. Okay. It's probably because it's like so bright. But here's one of the grocery lists. And here, this is like a breakfast one. Sorry. You can see them? Okay. Okay. I have no idea why sometimes it like doesn't show up well. Yeah, so some of these, it has like a little light background. I have about 5 of those, and then there's white. Oh, let me put it back down and like kind of move it back. Let's see, did I move it back? Here we go. Sorry if some of them are just showing up so weird. So white, black, and then you can see some of the other colors here. I tried to add a good variety of colors for the grocery list, and then these are, of course, like every time I do it with the black background, it doesn't want to show. Obviously, the today thing is it's not part of it, but I'm showing it from my camera roll. Yeah, so try to include a variety of colors, and I could always do more too. I might do some seasonal kind of ones, but I was trying to do enough colors that they would look good with like fall and winter, just a general grocery list. And these are longer than the widget one I had. Let's see, where am I? Oh, somehow I came back around. Where did I go? Yeah, okay. I think I saved them twice on my camera roll. So there's a good amount of colors. I'm trying to think, how many did I do? I think there is, how many are there? I have it in the listing, but I didn't really think. Let me select and see if it'll tell me how many there are. Are there like 40? Maybe there's close to, no. Maybe there's 30. Maybe there's about like 30 colors. So I definitely am going to do more seasonal ones too, because I feel like they would look really nice. Let me try to put this kind of back under the camera. There we go. Just about there. All right, that's just the camera roll. Noteful. There we go. So I have those. Those are a little bit better for like Noteful and GoodNotes. Of course, everything is in GoodNotes too. Let's see here. So yeah, I have the meal planning grocery list, the grocery list of different colors, as well as the grocery papers. So all of that's included. I think I'm gonna do the overlays in more colors. Probably the same colors as these, and that way you can use them for non-grocery. You can just use them on plain paper or like other papers, like maybe striped paper or something. They probably look cute. Let's see, where's my striped paper at? But yeah, you can use the grocery list in your regular meal planning, or let's see here. What color would be fine here? Brown's a little bit dark, but I'll just kind of add it here. But yeah, if you just want like a grocery list, you know, then you can just kind of do that. I hate that the colors are not showing up well. I have no idea why. But yeah, it kind of looks like so bright. I don't even think, I wonder if I turn down the brightness, if that'll help a little bit, or if we'll just make it a little bit dimmer. But yeah, anyway, that's what we have, those three. And then I am going to work on the sticker book of all the individual ones because I think they'll be really cute. Yeah, so that's what I have so far. And then also you can use the grocery papers if you're going to make a recipe book, which that's what I'm going to do. Where do I have the recipe book that I was working on? Maybe, okay, blank notebooks. I thought I already had a recipe book. Yeah, let me like delete. Yeah, let me go here and I'm gonna clear. Well, you can do the same thing. I just don't have them all in here. So for like the recipe book, I have, this is actually a my 20 tab blank notebook, which I have on my shop. So it's blank. You can use it for whatever you want. Like I have my reading, I have like a reading notebook, my habit tracker, which I have to do a video on that, guys, of my habit tracker again. I was doing good posting the videos and then everything got off track. But yeah, so this has 20 categories here, and then why isn't it showing up? I'm so sorry, guys, if it's so hard to see on camera or not. It might just be the phone that I'm like kind of previewing with too. But yes, so you can kind of make whatever categories you want. You don't actually need a hyperlinked notebook, but if you did want it, it's there. And then there's different categories. I probably just have very general categories, like, you know, like chicken, beef, that kind of thing. I don't really eat too much turkey. I've only tried to make turkey one time for Thanksgiving. And of course my mom decided that she wanted to make a turkey for Thanksgiving. Well, how many hours before Thanksgiving? I don't know. The night before. Do you know how long it takes to thaw out a Thanksgiving turkey? And yeah, we had that thing in the oven overnight. Talking about waking up, you know, staying up till like 3-4 o'clock in the morning and then kind of taking a nap. Yeah, no, seriously. You could have made a turkey. You could have told me. And my mom is very, very, very type B person. Very type A. And before kids, I was type A. Now I'm kind of like, in the middle. Okay. We're just like surviving. Okay. But never, never, never would I be like, hey, it's a night before Thanksgiving. Let's try to make a frozen turkey. And she's never made a frozen turkey. She's never made a turkey for Thanksgiving. It's like, seriously? You want to choose this Thanksgiving, Mom? Okay. And my mom was one of 9 kids, and so we were having Thanksgiving at my grandma's house. So it's all of my aunts and uncles and cousins, and I don't know if anybody's ever saw my big fat Greek wedding. I'm not Greek in any respect at all, but I do have a big family and a gajillion cousins. I don't even know how many cousins I have. So imagine all those stopping by for Thanksgiving. And if they do eat turkey, I didn't want to be responsible for a terrible turkey. Like, anyway, that was the tangent I went off on, triggered by turkey. Anyway, the closest I've gotten to, I do want to do more sheet pan meals. The closest I come is actually just potatoes. That's the only kind of thing I kind of do sheet pan-ish, but I've never done it with meat or anything. So I don't know. Do you guys do like sheet pan meals or anything? So if you did use like a hyperlinked notebook, then you could use the paper here, and you could either just kind of pull it across. It's kind of made for like covering a whole thing. But you could also kind of stretch it down a little bit. It won't distort it too much. So you can kind of do that. If you have GoodNotes, you can just tap on it and then lock it. For Noteful, you can lock it as well. I just like to just use another layer. And then I wish I had a screenshot of like a recipe. Maybe I can find like one of the recipes I had. And then you can just put like a screenshot of a recipe that you have. I have a good, it's not chicken Alfredo, chicken Parmesan recipe that I got online. But I do need to kind of compile them together. I didn't want to show you my old one. I have it in GoodNotes right now, and I don't know. I don't even know. It's kind of hard to find things. So I'm going to move everything over into this notebook. Again, you don't have to do that. You can literally just even use the papers and just start putting like recipes on top, and you can just duplicate the papers if you want to. Or you can just do that too. Or if you already have a blank notebook, just make another copy of it and make sure you have it clear. And then, this could be for like the sheet pan meals. For this one, this could be like category 1. Now this would be like page 2. What you can do for like blank notebooks, let me just delete it. So this is number 1. This would be number 2. Let me see if I can, I'll just kind of turn off all of these because I don't know what. With hyperlinked notebooks, you can actually duplicate the same page and it won't mess up any links. So the first page I can have as like the sheet pan meals like cover. And then you can come up here. I'm just going to page 3. I'm going to just copy, and then I'm going to hit paste. And so now there's actually 2 pages. So one can be like the cover for chicken, and then you could have another recipe for chicken, or you can go to insert page over here. Okay, come on and focus. My goodness. Okay. Sorry guys, I'm getting used to this camera. Yeah, I mean, I'm glad it's doing better, but my goodness. Yeah. So you can just hit the insert page, and then you can say after current page, and after current page you can say current, and it's basically going to copy this page after. So now there's another number 1. So if my number 1 is like chicken, then I can I think I turned off all the layers, but well, whatever. Let's pretend it's the breakfast one, since I already have it here. That could be breakfast, and then, all of them can be breakfast. In GoodNotes, you can do the same thing. I believe in GoodNotes, you just... Guys, I still use GoodNotes. But to... not for everything, but I still have things in GoodNotes. To add another page, I don't have the PDF in here. hold on one second. Let me add the PDF in here real quick. I'm still here. You can probably see my hand kind of like in the background. I just don't know what notebook I have open. So new, import. I'm going to import the PDF. Which one am I on? Here we go. I'm going to do the grocery papers. Where's the grocery papers? There we go. Grocery papers PDF. Now that's loading. Okay, good notes. What did I do wrong? Oh, I didn't select the right one. Okay. Yeah, I did the grocery list instead. Oh, wait. No, it just took a second. I did do it right. Okay. Let me click on that. Okay. Oops, sorry, it's kind of over the place. Okay, so in GoodNotes, I just imported the PDF, and let me just go over here. So you can see all of the papers. You could always split screen both. Let's see here. So let's say I had the notebook in here, which I should have imported the notebook, but honestly, I probably took it off the iPad. To duplicate like a page in GoodNotes, you could just go here, copy page. I'm just going to copy the page, and then plus, and you can choose before, after, current page. So I'm just going to do current page. Yeah, so that's how you can just add another page in there too. Let's see, what else? Where am I? Hold on one second. Oh, okay, I was looking at the wrong thing. I was just checking in my TikTok studio. TikTok. Oh my goodness. Of course, saying TikTok reminds me of, every time I do that, my husband, we think of Hunger Games. And I'm thinking back to, was it Friday we were talking about Hunger Games? Yeah. Anyway, wait, which one was Nuts and which one was Volts? Does anybody remember in Hunger Games? It was the second movie in the arena. I don't know, any Hunger Games people in here remember? But was it Katniss or Joanna? They're like, oh yeah, they need, well, Beetee was Beetee and Wyrus too. And then I forget which one's which, but anyway, every time I say TikTok, my husband, vocal sim to Hunger Games. Anyway, sorry about that tangent. Yes, guys, it actually showed up. It did actually show up, and no, I didn't have to pay for it. And yes, I got my money back from TikTok. However, it did not come with a pump, so I had to order a pump, which does not come till today. So let's see if my kids will get to play with it by the end of the summer, right? Oh, this was from the Mediterranean Date Dots. Oh, this would actually be cute with like the food one, but without the date dot on it. Also these two. And the bag of lemons. And the teacup, actually. Even though it's a cup. Anyway, let me go back. Hold on. Let me check something real quick, guys. I'm still here, though. I was just checking something on my phone real quick. Okay. I'm back. Okay, what else? Oh, thank you for all of the likes, and thank you for everybody who shared too. I do see it, but sometimes I don't because I have to look over at the computer, but that's very sweet of you guys. I think the live's worthy of sharing, even though I'm a little bit scatterbrained and I talk about Hunger Games halfway through. Okay, what else? Yeah, so for me, for my grocery planner, not that anybody, I'm trying to think if I want to kind of start doing mine. Do you guys care if I start doing mine? I'm just going to use the 20 tab notebook. I also have the 20 tab notebook in, I also have it in landscape. I'm sorry, I'm getting like a brain fart actually. Okay. let me go to, I'm just going to do a fresh notebook because recipe, copy, portrait, blank. Okay, so I'm going to make another copy, my goodness. My brain's all over the place, guys. Okay, so this one I'm going to name it Tessa Recipe. Tessa Recipe book. Oh, that's gonna bother me, that the R not being here. Let me just use the swipe thing here. Also, if you have any questions, just let me know. Yeah, I already have one, but I just kind of want to start fresh. And things are kind of all over the place. All right, I'm going to move this to, what am I going to move it to? I'll move it to live only because I do share that with you guys too. Under here, I know everything is safe to share here. Also, for everybody who I mentioned, that I keep talking, the 20 tab blank notebook that I have here. I'll show you what it looks like blank. It just really just has like a blank page for a cover, and then just 20 hyperlinked slots, and then is a tiny little number at the top, but it's hyperlinked. And Noteful, you hold down and press, and GoodNotes, I'm trying to think. I think you just tap in GoodNotes. I don't think you have to hold down and press in GoodNotes. Okay, why do I have the iPad crooked? It's because I keep messing around with it. Okay, so this is going to be my recipe book, but also like I have this in landscape too. It's in the shop. You should see it below. And then also this video is going to be on YouTube as well. Under, you would have to click on live once I actually have it live and ready. Let's see. But for that notebook, I also used it for like my habit tracker. Yes, I did. I used it for my habit tracker. Also my reading journal, which I need to fill this out, guys. Like, come on. And these are like the realistic covers. These are like the journal covers. These are the letters, charms. This is all like in a charms pack too. So I know I'm really bad at, I finished Belgravia, guys. I finally finished it. Sorry, I'm all over the place. I just finished Belgravia last night. What's funny is I already saw the whole series. And this is Julian Fellowes. If anybody knows, if you ever watched Downton Abbey, he also wrote Belgravia, and I don't remember what Belgravia is on. It's one of those things where you're sucked in every minute. Like you're sucked in like every minute. So, yeah. So Belgravia, definitely one of my favorites. Now, such a good beginning, such a good ending, and then also they have after it too. So I'm gonna see if they have the book or audiobook. I did start seeing the show. I didn't actually finish this yet because then it got sent back to the library again. And I use my phone for audiobooks. I can't do the airplane mode. Like if you had like a Kindle, I don't know if you could do it with like a Kobo too. Because I kind of want the Kobo Libre, the one that is color. I want that one too, but I can't do airplane mode because it's an audiobook. But anyway, sorry to go off on that whole tangent, guys, but yeah, I had to keep filling all of this out. Where's my little Jane Austen, my Pride and Prejudice? Okay, yeah, I did this on live a while ago, and these are like widgets and stuff too. So anyway, done with the reading journal. I was just showing what you can do with like just a blank hyperlink notebook. So I'm going to do a recipe book, and maybe I should make a cover real quick because I probably should just do a food cover, but maybe I'll do a food cover and then maybe a food background. What would be a cute food background for the cover. I kind of like the sheet pan one. Let's see. Okay, I'm not missing anything. I have to remember to like look up. Oh, I kind of like the baking one too. Maybe I'll just do the veggies because I really like that one. Actually, let me see what layer I'm on too. Yeah, I'm on the background layer. Okay, and then I'm gonna add, let's see how many notebooks that I have in here. If not, then I have to take one from, ooh, I can use one of these. You know, I did want to do like the traditional kind of notebook cover, but I didn't get around to doing that. I have these. Let's see. And these notebooks, I'm going between green and red. Although yellow would be really pretty for a recipe book too. I could always change it out every season. Although I'm thinking I might have like a seasonal one too. Let's see. The red might look good against the green. You don't have to do all this. I just, you know, I just like to. And then, and also you don't have to use all these layers either. But let's see. I think I'm gonna do, I have all my letters here. Oh, I have the bead letters, but I'm not gonna do those. I probably could though. White, gold, or silver? I guess I could just, I'm probably just gonna say food. Oh, you could also use these if you have, the cover is coming off very orange for some reason. It's not orange, it's red. I have no idea why. Oh, wow. I mean, that still looks fine too. I have red, but if it looks orange, that's okay. I might have to play around with the color with the camera that I got. It's supposed to be 4K camera. Let's see at this point. Yeah, it's coming off very orange, which would be great for fall. But yeah. Camera, you gotta like focus a little bit better. Okay. I'm gonna just probably name it food. Oh, what I was saying was if you have things where you have to track your food, like dietary restriction, if you're doing like elimination things too, you could probably use these two to kind of track like what I mean by elimination diet, if anybody knows, like if you have like symptoms from eating but you don't know what is triggering it. Like I have food allergies, but then you also have food sensitivities too. So maybe you're not totally gluten, maybe you don't have celiac, but maybe you have like a gluten sensitivity, or you're just more sensitive to certain things. I'm also lactose intolerant, but it doesn't stop me from having ice cream now and then. Yes, I do pay for it in the end, but anyway. But yeah, so you could actually kind of use the papers and do like a food journal too. So that's also an idea. I'm going to use these letters. I'm just going to name it food. I'm trying to think. I always go towards gold, but I think silver would probably look better. Why is this? It's kind of bothering me now. Like it's not showing up as nice as like it should. Sorry about that, guys. I feel like it should show up a little bit clearer. Let's see. I'm just gonna keep trucking along. Let me see if I like the gold better. Let's see. I'm just gonna name it food. But yeah, you can use it if you could write recipes. Maybe I should just do recipes. I'm literally like literal food. This is what this one's about. I'll just do recipe. REC. R-E-C, I before E, except after C. Let's have to remember. Oh, wait, what am I doing? Recipe, not receipt. Oh, guys, seriously, my brain is insane. I just started to spell like receipt. Recipe, recipe, recipe. Yeah, seriously. I know how to spell, I promise. Okay. And then I'm just gonna make sure like they're all the same size and play around with it. Okay, let's see. Let's play around with this. And get them all the same size. Let me zoom in a little bit more. Yeah, again, you don't have to do all this. You can kind of do it however you want. I was going to do the screen share like last time, but it started to get so glitchy, especially when I would go between programs. It didn't like that. Like the software started glitching out. And then I didn't have another camera set up. So then I was like, okay guys, I guess the like live is done. Yeah, the iPad definitely won out, or the software definitely won out. But here we go. Maybe I can like post some pictures that, like a video that shows it better. I can mess around with the camera, see what output is giving and all that. And mess around with the color and everything too. Okay. Let's see. There we go. So there's the cover. Very simple, but you can have it even more simple than that. Let's see, what else am I gonna do? Sorry, I am all over the place, guys. I kept getting like these notifications, so I just need to kind of turn them off a little bit. Sorry, hold on one second. I'm just trying to, like, the buzzing is like driving me crazy. There we go. Uh-oh. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Okay, seriously? Sorry guys, real life, real life, real life. All right, I'm gonna mute real quick because I'm gonna take a drink of water, okay? You know what's funny? I wish that like there was a way that we could all just kind of like hear each other. I mean, although I know people are like listening while they're at work or like cooking or doing kind of things. So, I mean, I do the same thing too. But yeah, like sometimes I'm like, oh, I wish I could just hear what you guys are doing. Or even like ideas and stuff. Okay, so what are some obvious categories I'm gonna have? I'm gonna have chicken. I'm not even gonna put poultry because I already know myself. I'm not gonna do anything with turkey, like I said before. I'll resize them later. I'm going to do appetizers and dips. Appetizer, dips. I'm probably just gonna put sides here too. They're all kind of like the same thing to me a little bit. I'm gonna like increase the font in a little bit. So let's do, and you guys can do different categories that like you want. So like if you want to do like quick meals or 30-minute meals, slow cooker, instant pot, like I'm gonna do sourdough because I do have the sourdough recipes for the English muffins and also the donuts that I did. I also want to try maybe cinnamon rolls too. I'm gonna try. Breads, because I do have the bread maker and I do make breads too. I was trying to figure out what that sound was. It was like so loud. Probably another package was delivered. Let's see. What are some other categories? But yeah, definitely personalize it to you guys. Let's see. What other ones would I use? I'll say breakfast. Breakfast. I'll say desserts. Oh, that's not how you spell desserts. It says deserts. Dessert. Oh my word. A gnat's in here. Sorry, there's a really loud sound. Like, who's being so loud in the kitchen? Desserts. Let's see here. What other ones will I actually use? Oh, I did say sheet pan meals, but I basically, I can probably figure some more of that out. Oh, different, I'll just do baking in general. I'll do baking in general. And then I'll just do seasonal because I might do like fall things. Right. Yeah, like, yeah, that's true. Okay, I'll do beef. Excuse me, guys. I don't really do a lot of fish, and yeah, okay. Oh, thank you, Brenda. What else? I'm probably gonna rearrange these two, and then I can obviously just go back and look at the papers, and then that'll just give me a good. Oh, I love how I just like don't know where those are. Okay, let me look at the papers again. Let me zoom in. If you didn't know you could do that, if you want to see some papers closer up. Okay, after sides, veggies. I could do like different vegetable things too. Let's see. Ooh. Baking. I know it's not gonna. It has to be somebody's trash. I thought it was thunder, guys. I was about to say. Spices. Ooh, okay. Spices, soups. Spices, soups. Meal prep. Pasta. Okay. I'm just trying to think of the common ones that I do. Spices. Not Alexa. Spices. Meal prep. I mean, also you can do a whole notebook of just baking, and then if you're like a person who like bakes a lot or something, you probably could just have one recipe book just for that, and then even go even more in detail. I'm gonna say soups, stews. That's not how you spell stews. Soups, stews, and I'll just do chili because I do a potato soup and then also like a chili too. And then I'm just gonna say quick meals. I don't want to say 30-minute meals, and then they're literally not 30 minutes. And then to some quick meals. Okay, I think I'll do that. I probably already forgot one, but yeah. But you're right. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Yeah, and I'll just do drinks too because there's different ones. Let's see. Okay. So, which one would I probably want to be I could do alphabetical order. That could also help. But then if I want the meats together, okay. First of all, let's lasso and put these kind of like together. Which layer do I have these all on? These could be on the top layer for this. But the middle, it's fine. This is just like the index page. Okay, first I will do Maybe I'll do, I could just do baking in general. I'm gonna make those bigger too. I'll do baking. Actually, no. Let's do quick meals first. And that's like anything like, and then I'll probably do meal prep. Although meal prep and quick meals, no, they're different. They're different. The meal prep for me, but also under meal prep, I'll probably have freezer meals too. I might just have them all under the same thing because my plan is to kind of bulk make food, like I said, and like make double and then have, so I'll probably just have like meal prep and then also freezer meals. Yeah. Especially with leftovers when they're really good, but you're like, I already had it 2 times. I don't want to waste what I have. Soup, stews, appetizers, sides. Sourdough and breads I kind of want together. And then baking desserts. I want to kind of have them separate, but sometimes I bake things that aren't desserts. I'm going to have those together, although I'll decide. Seasonal, I'm just going to put down here because I don't really do seasonal all the time. Okay, so let's see. I'll just put baking here. I'm going to do desserts. I know like usually for baking, desserts and baking go kind of hand in hand, but no, I'll just actually, you know what? I'll put them on the same thing. If I need to separate it later, I'll separate it. There we go. I'll do breads and then I'll do sourdough. The meats I'm going to keep together. We actually eat a lot of sides and sometimes we just add like protein to it. And then I'll do like soups, chili, that kind of thing. Let's see. I know this wouldn't probably be the order of most people. You probably do like breakfast, lunch, dinner, quick meals, you know, like, or have it in alphabetical order, but I'm just trying to make it so, you know, things that I'd probably reach for first. Beef, I'll just put spices there. I'll just put that there. And I'll just do breakfast stuff here. So it may not make sense to you, but you can, oh yeah, pasta. Thank you, Brenda. What's in my brain? I think there's kids outside yelling. Enjoy it, kids, because school's coming up. Yeah, they're outside having fun at almost 9 o'clock, believe it or not. I mean, it's still daytime where I am, so, I mean, let me see. Yeah, I mean, the sun's not out, but it's still bright enough that maybe they're riding bikes. Let's see. I'm gonna make these a little bit bigger, and then I just gotta like readjust them. Probably should have did this before I did this, right? Like, I probably should have thought about that. I'm gonna tad bit smarter. Yeah, probably should have been a little bit smarter. Okay. And also seasonal, I'll probably end up having, you know, maybe Thanksgiving would definitely be its own thing. So if you see this gets changed up, or I might just have a separate one for Thanksgiving because that's not really a, you know, there's certain things I only make for Thanksgiving. Yeah. And that gives me an idea for Thanksgiving one, especially if you are, I'm not sure who like hosts Thanksgiving or anything. Even if you don't host, yeah, you could do categories for like holidays, entertainment. Exactly. So you can have like your kind of everyday ones, but then you can have one specific for like holidays or entertaining. And then maybe even the first couple pages if you have like a timing. So there's this girl that I used to follow on YouTube, and she used to host Thanksgiving, and she had a full schedule because she had certain appetizers that had to go in at a certain time. She literally had a whole binder. Maybe I can replicate it in here and then show you guys. And if you wanted it, I can just like provide it and then you can change whatever you want it to it. I could do like Noteful and Good Notes version of it. But she had something like maybe the shopping for Thanksgiving, maybe like that week or week before. And she had specific things that she wanted to get. Yes, I have to remember her name. She doesn't really do any of those kind of videos anymore. I don't think she's the only person who's done it. I think that there's other ones too. But and I mean the videos a while ago. I don't even know if they're still up. But yeah, she had like a whole Thanksgiving physical binder. But yeah, she would have like her shopping list. She would even have like, she did like kind of invites where she would be like who's coming, how many people, how many servings, that kind of thing. And then in another part she had so she had the menu and the shopping list, and she even broke it down by like what day, because she only wanted to get certain foods a certain amount of days out. Of course, like spices and this and that she could get way ahead of time. Certain like fresh meats she only wanted to get a little bit ahead of time. But of course, a turkey she didn't want to wait too late, and it was frozen, so she had like a timeline. So like day before she had a timeline, maybe 2 days before maybe she took out the turkey, and then to brine it, she had a big bucket to put it in with all the homemade seasonings and stuff, the brine that she did. And then that might have been a couple days before, and other meats. And then she had the day before what she was doing. The day before, night before, certain pie crust that she did, and doughs that she made. I think she homemade did the pie crust too. Yeah, so she did that. And she also would have like chairs and tables and extra things that came like to her house. So she had that in the binder too. Because I think she rented tables. I think she already had chairs, that kind of thing. And also any decorations and tablescapes and stuff too. She had that as well. And then she had like a rundown of like the day of like 5 a.m. she was putting whatever in the oven, and then she had by 6 a.m. certain things, like things that had to be in there a while, like the turkey. And then if people were, why do I smell nail polish? Sorry guys. By like if people were arriving kind of around, I don't know, 10 for appetizers and watching football, she would had like what appetizers she would have in the oven or in the fridge that she would already have made and prepped. And then like veggie tray, whatever. Like, I mean, she literally had it like spelled out. Then even down to the timeline for dinner, because I believe she had one oven, or maybe she had a double oven. But hopefully I can find that video and then kind of replicate it. And then you can kind of like tweak and change it. But yeah, like if you're a person who hosts and stuff, I don't ever host stuff. It's just like me. But even if you don't host and it's just like your family, the same for like Christmas too. For me, I think that's always like a funny thing that comes up, because especially like timing for Thanksgiving, how I grew up, again, I said like a huge family. So a lot of people came into town. They would come and visit and drive about 3-4 hours, but they wanted to drive back home. So we always had Thanksgiving around like 1 o'clock maybe. Yeah, like around 1 o'clock. That's when we had Thanksgiving. I know some people are like, oh no, we have Thanksgiving dinner. It's called Thanksgiving dinner. Why would you have it earlier? But I think historically, usually it was kind of in the middle, kind of earlier in the day too. I tried looking it up once. But yeah, so some people actually do Thanksgiving at night, but then they have appetizers and stuff during the day. So we usually had Thanksgiving starting around 1, and then we just kind of ate for hours and hours, just kind of around. We didn't really sit down to like one table because usually it was at my grandmother's house. So, yeah, that was like our Thanksgiving. Plus, there was like a gajillion of us. All of my grandparents, I think one of her twins and some of my grandmother's siblings are still alive, but she lived like beside them. They used to have like a bunch of farmland, and then they split it up among the siblings. So all the siblings like lived near each other. Well, not near, right beside each other. So they would walk house to house to house. So imagine like they didn't live in townhouses, they actually had land, but imagine like kind of traveling house to house to house and just kind of like grabbing grabbing food and stuff from every house. Like my aunt would make the sweet potato pie and everything. Um but yeah, we just kind of like all sat around and ate, went house to house, grabbed different things. But yeah, that was also the million cousins I have. That's why I kind of relate it to Big Fat Greek Wedding, where there's always family you ran into. Okay, so anyway, this is mine so far. I'll probably get off and I'll say 9 o'clock, but let's actually see if that happens, guys, because yeah, you know me. I say, yeah, I'm totally going to get off at a certain time, and then I don't. Like, let's be real. Okay, so number 1's going to be quick meals. Oh, when I do, should I do scripts too, guys? I'm just going to put this here, and then I'll go back and add the papers. Should I do different scripts too when I do the individual foods? So have like a page that says like quick meals and sauces and appetizers and like all of that too. I probably just use this font, although you can use whatever font you want to use, but maybe I'll do that, just like a page of scripts too, like the words, and then you can choose to use it or not. I do have this font, the shortcake strawberry one, linked too. I don't know if I'm gonna get in trouble for saying that with the TikTok, but anyway, yeah, I can probably do that too. I already have them. I just need to actually put them, make like a sticker book with them. I won't really complicate it at all. Okay, so number 2, I'm just gonna put this here. I'll go back and add papers too. And I might actually continue this on Friday too. I'm really excited actually now about that, because then you can just kind of grab like pizza or whatever. I probably will end up adding more, to be honest, because I had the ones for the papers, but I might have to do multiple, especially with like the seasonal, like the seasons coming. I probably won't have like too many. What am I doing? Number 5 is sourdough. I probably won't have too many Christmas stickers right now, but I will. That'd be really fun, actually. Like different kinds of cookies and stuff. I feel like that'd be fun. Okay, let's copy. This is number 7. And then, oh, I accidentally copied chicken too. Well, you know what? Chicken is the next one, isn't it? So there we go. Number 8. And then, yeah, again, you don't have to use like the hyperlink notebook, but if you want to, I have it in my shop, so you can just reuse it. Just keep making copies of it. I know some of you have grabbed it, so let's see. Breakfast. And then let's do, I'm going to copy these 11, 12, 13. Did I actually copy that? Yeah, there we go. This is 11, 12, and then 13. I'm going to make it look nicer, guys. I just wanted to get everything down. And then, of course, tab 20 is going to be seasonal for right now. Although I might end up doing a whole other seasonal one too. That way, like, if I have a fall one, then I can make it more fall-like, and then a Christmas one more Christmassy, instead of it all being just like in one tab. And if I have a couple of duplicates, like, that's okay. Like, chili you can have anytime. I usually do chili in the fall. But again, if you have like different events and stuff, maybe you are a Super Bowl party person, then you're definitely going to have like your wings and dips and everything too. So, okay, quick meals. Let's see, how much time do I have left that I said I was going to get off. I can't believe it's going to be 9 o'clock. Let's see, quick meals. I'm probably just going to use that quick meals paper. Let me go down to here. I'm going to make the title nicer. I just want to start somewhere. Let me go back up to how did I get to that one? There we go. Oh, I can use these letters too. Oh my goodness. Okay, I know that's very fancy. I also have the beads I can use too. Oh wait, I actually have to go to the grocery store tomorrow, so I probably can make a grocery store list too. Let's see. Yeah, I just have to go to Costco to get protein. Okay, so for quick meals, I could use this one, but I kind of like having something on top, but I'll just use it for now. And you don't have to stretch yours down a little bit, but I am okay. The next is meal prep. Oh, freezer meals. Which one do I want for the cover? Meal prep freezer meals. I think I'm going to do the one with the containers. And then the next page I'll probably have would be like inventory. Okay. Oh, Brenda, you're saying, okay, another thing that might be inventory, like pantry, freezer, fridge, that kind of thing. Oh, so like where you can take inventory. Let me write that down. So like, are you talking about like a list or like words? Like the words. Oh wait, no, you said inventory. Okay. I think I know what you mean. I know, because sometimes you have to like really look in your pantry and be like, okay, or freezer, like what do I actually have, so I don't have to buy it again. Okay. I wrote that down. Thank you, Brenda. Guys, are there any specific foods that you want? You said the words too. Okay. Are there any specific foods that you might want as a digital sticker too? Because I mean, there's so many different things. Like a lot of people eat pickles. I don't eat pickles. Am I gonna make pickles? Sure, I could do a jar of pickles. I'm gonna try to do as many as I can. It might have to be a multiple part thing. I'm gonna try to do as many common things. But if there's anything specific that your family kind of eats or that you kind of eat, just like throw it in the chat, let me know. Even if it's like you're not sure if you're the only one, like, you know, I just want to have as many as I can that you guys would actually use. Of course, I'm going to do all the vegetables and fruits and all that. But I'm probably going to duplicate this one and then do, I guess, meal prep and freezer meals. I'm going to have it separate. Meal prep and freezer meals I'm going to do separate. I guess I should have already known that. Which one do I have free? I'm going to end up rearranging all these around again too, guys. Just so you know. I'll do freezer meals as 14. That's what I'll do. But yeah, like, just let me know if you can just write things in that way the first go round. Even if it's something just like kind of specific to your area, then I know it's kind of hard to like think of everything. But if it's something that you kind of like purchase a lot, then yeah. Oh, thank you, Rose. Okay, so freezer meals is going to be 14. And then meal prep. You know, it's fine that if I have it separate because it's fine. I can always rearrange it later. Yeah, freezer meals I'll have is 14. Let me copy that and then go to 14. 14 is going to be freezer meals. And then I'm going to have, where's the freezer meal ones? Okay, yeah, here we go. I really want to get those super cube things. Basically they're just the silicone things here. Let's see, pasta. I know I'm not going exactly in order, but am I still on the, yep, it's on the bottom layer. Okay, so homemade seasoning, gravy, sauces, condiments. Okay, so the words, that's what I meant to say with the one paper where I have like the sauces and stuff, but I need to actually write like the words for like, because I was just thinking seasonings, spices. I think I said marinades. Yeah, condiments. Yeah, I'll try to do all those scripts too. And then I do have the font linked because I had got it from Creative Fabrica, but maybe in the listing I'll have a link to it too in case there's any ones that you guys want to do and use the same font. I mean, I haven't checked if it's on ETSY. I can check there too if it's on there. Because usually people who make fonts, they have them like in different areas too. I mean, different areas. They have it listed on like different platforms. I mean, even the sheet pan ones there, that could just be for meal prep too. Where's the pasta one? Okay, there we go. Here we go. Pasta. And I'm going to go back and fix the fonts too, guys. So, freezer meals, pasta, drinks. Drinks is probably a mix too. This is just kind of the cover page because even though I have like, I'm probably going to put like the fruity one here. The next page, because what I'll duplicate like page 12 so that it's still, you know, in there. Like different coffee drinks too will be behind the drinks one too. Let's see here. Let's do drinks. You don't have to stretch yours down. You can actually just crop it. Yes. So like the spices, I can probably name this like seasoning, spices, spice blends. Yeah, I think the most I ever did was like homemade like taco seasoning actually. Because we were buying it, but you know, it has a lot of stuff in it. A lot of like I mean, I don't know. It just had a lot of extra things in it if we so it wasn't actually hard to make. There we go. I kept passing by it. Yeah, so actually I should like name that like let's see, seasonings. That's not how you spell seasonings. Seasonings. So is it gonna get it right? And spices. And don't worry guys, I'm gonna fix that. Breakfast. Good old breakfast. Yeah, my son every once in a while will be like, waffles. But he'll say it at like, you know, 7:30 at night. Oh, you have recipes for dip, taco seasoning, fajita mix, cheese. Ooh, cheese sauce. Oh, Cajun mixes, sauces. Oh my goodness. Yes. Yeah, I definitely want to make more dips and stuff too. I feel like me and my husband are definitely like, what is it called? I'm not a mukbang person, but like, you know how you can have different just like dips and stuff that you make? We totally would do that. You're going to her house, Kayla. Yeah. Oh, kip. I said dip. Oh, okay. A Dutch poultry seasoning. Hmm. I'm gonna have to look that up. Kip. Kip. I'm gonna have to remember that. KIP. The only semi Dutch things I would even know is if it's somehow related to, like where I am in Pennsylvania, we have the Amish here, and they're Pennsylvania Dutch. So anything that is close to, I mean, although I wouldn't say it's very close to, but they have their own thing. The Amish here, the Pennsylvania Dutch too. So, if I know anything semi close to it, I'll have to look. Okay, beef. Beef. I'll do that. I'm really excited about this only because it's something I actually use. Wait a minute. Yeah, that's beef. What's funny, I was gonna add ground beef on here, but I didn't want like a bowl of like beef or a pile of ground beef. So, yeah. Ooh, okay, I'm gonna write that down. Yeah, I usually buy more like baked goods from the Amish here, but Goring. Okay, I just wrote all of that down. Brenda. Chicken. Yeah, they have a lot of, I mean, I wouldn't even call them farmers markets because it's their own thing because they have their own farms and everything. Let's see. Oh, where's my chicken at? I mean, I could just grab the, instead of from here, I could just grab the, I don't know what I'm talking about, guys. I think my brain's starting to go. Once it starts getting to like the 2-hour mark, I think my brain starts checking out. I know, that's why I wish it was like I could just hear everybody. No, that's pork. That's the only bad thing is I wish you could kind of like zoom into these. It's grilling. Ooh, I probably should do a grill one too. Although, do I actually grill? No. I want, I know my husband wants, what is it called? Guys, what is the thing where you can grill outside? Oh my goodness, what is it called? It has a name. It's like flat. You could do like different not skillet meals on it. Oh my, I don't know if I still have an excuse for mom brain, but I have it bad. Blackstone. Thank you, Delilah. Okay, last live, I couldn't even think of the word errands. Like, what do you mean? I couldn't think of the word errands. Like, come on. Yes, the Blackstone. Because that would be really fun, actually. He's been wanting one of those. And that's a whole recipe section in and of itself, is having a Blackstone. I know. I mean, my brain. I mean, I'm almost done anyway for today because I want to start making the sticker books of all of these. But yeah, if there's any specific foods that you want me to do a digital sticker for, just let me know. There we go. I mean, I know I have a lot, but a lot of them I didn't even have like a paper for. Or appliance. If there's a certain appliance that you use. I think I just have like a regular stove. I don't have like a double oven, although I'm trying to think, how would I do a double oven sticker? I mean, I would certainly try. But if there's certain things, like I don't have a tea kettle. If you want that, I could do a tea kettle. Let's see. Yeah, if there's certain like appliances, if you have a certain color mixer, let me know. Sourdough, breads. Oh, I really wanted to do cinnamon rolls the other day. um, because I actually do the dough in the bread maker, so I don't have to worry about like the rising and all of that. I just let the bread maker do it, and then I take it out, and then I kind of roll out the dough and add the cinnamon and all that. Baking. Uh-oh, I almost grabbed the breakfast instead of baking. Baking in the dirt. Oh no, which one do I want first? Which one do I want? Okay, I'll do the baking one first too. Yeah, it was really kind of hard also, like, because first of all, sometimes I don't use a certain brand sugar. It's just like the organic sugar from the store. But then this reminded me of the sugar that my mom usually uses. This is like another brand as well. And then, you know, there's different flours. I mean, also different regions. Even in the US, we have like, there's so many different butter companies. So I think I just had like an open thing of butter. I think I have cream cheese done. I have, why did I do that? I think I made a mark there in Procreate. Oh well, it's already there. I probably did a mark there by accident. Sorry guys for the mark on the sugar cube. But yeah, I think I did, which is not on any of these. I have different jugs of milk with different top things, but I also have sometimes we get the glass bottle of milk if my husband's feeling very bougie and wants a very expensive chocolate milk from Whole Foods. Okay, let me zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see. Here is my cover so far. Oh, now it wants to look red. Yeah, let me know if there's any any specific words too. I did write down the words that Brenda wrote. Let me actually, before, because the chat never saves, so that kind of gets on my nerves a little bit. Yeah, but yeah, let me write down some of these words. And sorry, you guys like hear you hear my my papers? Yeah. Yes, like general words like snacks. Okay, I'm like shaking the whole table here. Yeah, I'll try to do as many scripts as I can and then have a page for that too. Why am I getting hot? Yeah, there we go. Okay. So this is what I have so far for mine. There's my recipe book. I'm probably gonna do, I might end up just having a separate seasonal one that way I can have like a seasonal paper, so don't be surprised. Do we have box meals? Okay, so what kind of like style of box meals would you want me to like do stickers for? Or do you want like the words, like the scripts for it? So I'll just write box meals, but are there any that you use like a lot? And then it might not have, so let's say there's Kraft macaroni and cheese, right? I'm not saying that's the one. I can do a sticker like that. Of course, it's not gonna have Kraft on it, but it'll have the essence, kind of like, oh, a lunchbox. Yeah, that's good. I'll do lunchbox, and then I'll do like bento box too. Ooh, yes, the Jiffy biscuits. I've never tried to do biscuits like by myself. Like the biscuits or the cornbread or both. That's a good one, Rose. That would be so cute. Yeah, I'm gonna go back and make. Why do I have the pen there? Okay, both. I'm going to go back because these are like the cover pages. This is what I have so far for the cover pages, but also I'm going to use them to put like the recipes on top too. Okay, Jiffy, got it. Yeah, because I do have, where do I have it? I have it under breads, right? Like I don't have the box though. I just have like cornbread. But I think doing the box would be very, very, very cute. Ooh, pancake mix. Okay. Oh, I love all this stuff. So much fun. Pancake mix. You know, I should have had a bigger piece of paper instead of sticky notes. I mean, also, I could also write this in my digital planner. How about that? Sometimes it's just easier for me to scribble on paper. I just dropped my, I dropped my Apple Pencil. You have all those under homemade mixes. Oh yeah, like homemade biscuit and pancake and all that. Oh. Let me grab the, okay, there we go. That way I won't lose my Apple Pencil. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it's just like so cute. Okay, you like the lumberjack one? Okay, I'll try to do something close to that. Yeah, and those are cute. I think, which one do actually, why can't I think of the name of it right now? The one that I use. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. 9 o'clock was like 13 minutes ago. Although I kind of just finished, guys. So what I'll probably do for like this is like, let me go back to, so I would probably just use a shape here if this is my cover page, and I don't even know what layer am I on. I should be a little bit under. Let me see. Why did I do that? This would be so great if I knew what layer I was on. Wouldn't that be funny? Okay, let me delete that, and then let me just go here, paste. Okay, so let me go back to the shape. I'll probably just do something like this for all of the cover pages, and then you can have whatever color you want. I'm just gonna do, I mean, the orange would be okay. I was just gonna do white, but I can just make the words white. Nothing complicated. There's always shapes in, I mean, usually every app has the shapes. GoodNotes, Noteful, they should all have where you can just make like a shape. There we go. And so that's what I'm gonna do for like the, ooh, okay. I'm gonna write these down. I'm writing it down. Did Rice-A-Roni have the jingle like Rice-A-Roni, a San Francisco treat? Do they have that anymore? I don't know. I don't really listen to commercials anymore. I kind of mute them or I'm streaming. Ooh, okay. That's a good one, Rose. Ooh, they're gonna turn out so cute. Yeah, if there's like a specific brand thing that you like, then or appliance. I think I do have the mixing bowls. Do I not have mixing bowls? I'll have to remember that. I'll put mixing bowls too. So for these, for the stickers, because you know that kind of looks like the domino sticker, although I can't put like domino on there. For the stickers, what was I gonna say? I'll probably do individual PNGs, Noteful, and GoodNotes sticker books. And that will probably be it. I don't know about doing the Noteful stickers or GoodNotes collections because it might end up being so many that you'd have to scroll through. However, if you do want that, then I have a tutorial on you know, how to add PNGs into, like, how to make a stickers collection for both. But it probably will just be individual PNGs and the Noteful sticker book and GoodNotes sticker book as well. And like all the desserts and baking, the probably will just be on one page. And please don't judge me if they're not lined up perfectly. It's my least favorite thing to do is making sure they're all lined up. So they're probably just going to be on the page. Let's see. I think that's it. Any last request? And it's, it's probably going to be a multiple part thing, like I said, because there's going to be more seasonal things that come up. There's going to be, I'm gonna add more baking things. I have baking soda, baking powder, sugar, flour. That's just all-purpose flour. I can kind of change it to like wheat flour too. Yeah. Now, why did I have the squeeze bottle on? Oh my goodness, guys, just don't look too closely because I'm marking up the sugar in Procreate. Like, just get the general essence, okay? I do have cartons of eggs. I don't have the cartons of eggs on here. I have like brown eggs. I have white eggs, and then I also have a basket of eggs. I also have a basket of eggs, like if you have your own chickens, and you know how different breeds have different colored eggs. So I have like a basket that has eggs already in it. Like I'm already doing this, guys. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm really excited. Anyway, I think that is going to be it. Everything is, the bundles on the shop. It's called Grocery Food Bundle, and it comes with the papers, the grocery list, and the meal planner grocery list. That's what the cover looks like right there. Yeah. So, yeah. So all of it in GoodNotes, Elements Collection, Noteful, the PDF, which can be imported into GoodNotes and Noteful, and any other thing, individual PNGs for all of them, for the grocery list and the meal planner ones. I think I'm gonna do the overlay of this one, maybe not the other one, maybe this one. I don't know, maybe both. I feel like you have a little bit more room to plan on here. Maybe I can play around with the sizing of it, but I feel like this without the background overlays in different colors you can use for days where you have different errands to run and you need to go to different places. So that'd be really cute. I don't know if I'll have that for Friday, but because I definitely want to get all the foods out and the scripts, and yeah. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Well, great night. Well, I'm not sure where you are. 9, 8, 7, 6 if you're on the East Coast. If you're on the West Coast, 6. I don't know if anybody's from Hawaii. I don't know where you are. Or Alaska. I don't know the time zone for Alaska. Anyway, guys, it was so much fun. And thanks for hanging out with me. And I hope you guys enjoy the sticker pack and the bundle. Yay! Oh, thank you, Rose. All right. Have a great night, guys. Bye.